I'm going to show you how to make an empire box. I'm going to use Assyria as an example. Before I started, I brainstormed what I wanted in each box. I have my book out and my green piece of paper that we went over for notes, which also has my Daniel 2 Empire notes on it. And so I just got a box. This is from Walmart for 53 cents. I'm going to come right here and I'm going to write Assyria. I already wrote it, but I wanted to just do everything in front of y'all. So I'm going to write it Assyria. If I wanted to, I could type it out on a computer and just print it out to make sure it's neat and legible. And then I'm going to look at my notes, or in the book right here it says between 850 to 650 the Assyrians conquered many lands. And then right here it says in 609 the Assyrian Empire fell. So I'm going to write 850 to 609 BC. Then I'm going to get my map, and I just printed it off of Google, and I'm going to compare it to my map on page 120 to make sure it's accurate. And then I'm going to look at my Daniel 2 notes and see that Assyria came before the New Babylon Empire, so there's no need to color this side anything. If it were New Babylon, it would need to match the head of the Daniel 2 statue, which is also on the green piece of paper for notes. Then I'm going to start packing my box. And what I did was I read the terms, I looked at the main bullets in the chapter, and I looked at the green piece of paper. And so I know from our notes in our book that first thing it says that Assyria had a powerful army. So I got a soldier man, and I just wrote the soldier man because Assyria had a strong military and weapons made of iron. So I'm going to put my soldier man in here. I'm going to turn the page, and I'm going to see that Assyria conquered many lands and demanded tribute, which is taxes. So I just got a coin. I wrote a coin because the Assyrians demanded tribute from conquered lands. And then right here I see Assyria crumbled because the Medes burnt down Nineveh. And so I got a match, and it says matches because Nineveh was burnt to the ground by the Medes. Then when I look at my notes, I see that the Assyrians conquered the Hebrews in the Old Testament. So I got an Old Testament book and wrote book about the Old Testament because Assyria invaded the northern tribes of Israel in the Old Testament. They forced the Hebrews into exile. So I'm going to put my book right there. And then we also know from the notes that Jonah was called to Nineveh, which is in Assyria. It was the capital. And I wrote a whale because Jonah was called to Nineveh, which is the capital of Assyria. I happen to have a whale craft, and if you have a stuffed animal whale, that would work great. And I'm going to put it in my box. And then I'm going to close it up and take it to class.